Here's the tunnel. Oh, there we go. The rep finished somewhere in there.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to week 12 of my London Marathon training series. So we've only got 6 weeks to go until the big day. Fitness is a good place and I'm feeling really positive about where we're at. But we've still got a lot of work to do between now and then. As usual, I'll bring you all the action from another big week of training, give you my thoughts and feelings with regard to how it's going, and of course, I'll take you along for my featured long run of the week. But first, what are my goals for the week and how do I see this week panning out? Well, the stats are on screen for how we wrapped up last week, and the doctor's orders are for more of the same. We're about to enter the second week of this mini block of volume, so without further ado, let's dive in and check out how we got on. Well, Monday was a complete rest day, but Tuesday we got back on the doubles. 5k easy before work and then another 5 miles easy at lunchtime. It was absolutely glorious day. So nice to be running in the morning along the river with the high tide. And I've said it many times before, after battling through the winter with all the wind and the rain and the hail, it's such a pleasure to be running in this nice weather. And then Wednesday rolled around and it was another double day, which consisted of 5 miles easy on my lunch break, and then it was track club in the evening. Now, Ben has been saying that our sessions have been a bit big and bulky lately, so he wants to chop them down a bit and just work on the sharper end of things to bring up the pace a bit. So we did 800 meters, 3 by 400 meters, and then 10 by 200 meters. It felt very sharp on the night. I did the 800 in 2:38 and the 400s in about 1:09, and then the 200s I did them in 32 and 31 seconds. That is really fast for me. I can't normally hit those paces, so I was pleasantly surprised with how sharp I felt, particularly at that top end. I've got quite good marathon endurance, but that sharp end I'm not very good at. So I was really pleased with how that went. And then on Thursday, as it seems is now standard practice, I took on another triple run day. So let's dive in and check out the footage.
You know what day it is. It's Thursday. It's another triple run day. Here we go. Now I have been thinking, what am I doing these triples for? Well, no particular reason. It's just, I want to get my miles in. I'd rather do maybe a 12-mile run on its own, but I haven't got the time. So, failing that, I'd like to do 2 6s, but again, I don't really have the time, so this is just my way of getting my miles in and around life, basically. But it seems to be working. I do think my fitness is improving. Last night's session, I felt really sharp, so something's working. So I'm not gonna overthink it. I'm just gonna keep going with it because I'm feeling good for it. That's the first run done. Very relaxed, very enjoyable, nice easy pace. 4 miles done. Felt quite nice, really enjoyed that run. So we'll catch up again come lunchtime. Run 2 done, another 4.3 miles in the bag. God, that was windy. But it's very warm. I got a right sweat on. But legs feel all right, and the run went okay. So that's 2 done for the day. We'll catch up later on for run number 3. Here we are, run number 3 of the triple. I feel like I've been transported into summer. It's dark, but it's really warm outside. So having almost like a mini heat wave. It's lovely. But like I feel like I've transformed like 6 months. But we'll get these 4 miles done and then I'll be 12 for the day. Job done.
On Friday, I went out for an easy hour in the afternoon. I managed to get 8 miles in. I always feel like pushing the distance a little more on your easy runs is a really quick way to boost your fitness. So I was quite happy to get a whole hour in. Set me up nicely for Saturday's long run, which we'll dive into now.
Good morning, welcome back. It's Saturday and it's long run day. And I'm at Bidford Station to do a set. I've just bumped into John and Ingle. Just caught the back end of John's set. He was doing a 3 mile and a 2 mile. So I've just tagged in with that literally straight off the back of my warm up. So I've already done 30 minutes warm up. I've done a 3 mile at 6:15s and a 2 mile 6:10s, and they've gone home now. So I'm now going to dive into my own set. So probably what I'll do now is a couple more 2 mile efforts, and then I think I might do 3 1 mile efforts. So we'll dive into that. Like I said, I've already done 10 miles a day, so we'll just dive into that and see how we go. Report back when we've done a bit more. That's a 2 mile done, about 5:50 pace. Time to take a gel. I was in Tesco and I saw these fruit salad flavoured SIS. Although I do normally do Lucozade, I couldn't resist the opportunity to try a fruit salad one. Very watery compared to the Lucozade gel I had a minute ago. Quite nice, literally like fruit salad sweets. Ingle said, what about if they do a blackjack one? I said, you imagine that, your mouth would be all black. But it's all right, pretty nice, just something to try. So a couple of gels done, small float now, and I'll do another 2 miler. Another 2 miles done, 11:35. That felt quite good, but I am about 15 miles into my run now, so getting to the business end. Just got the 3 by 1 mile left to go. So the idea of that is just like try and keep the pace, maybe in the 5:40s, sort of really dialing into faster pace stuff at the end. That's the idea. So yeah, 3 by 1 mile left to go. First mile done, 5:37. Felt very sluggish to start with, and then really got into it in the last half mile. So this is the idea. 2 more of these, spinning the legs this far into a long run. Just think it will help me in the back end of the marathon when I really need to dig deep and push on with the pace. Right, about to start next mile. I've got the tunnel for this one. Here's the tunnel. I think the rep will finish at the end. Oh, there we go. The rep finished somewhere in there, but lose GPS, so I don't know whereabouts. So what do I know? That was 5:30 something. Like I said, lost signal in the tunnel, so I knew the mile ended there, but it was hitting in the 5:30 range. So just got 1 more to go. Should be quite fast. This is downhill with a tailwind now, so. And that will make the session done for the day. There we are, 5:37 for the last one. Quite nice, rolling downhill, so good to sort of stretch the legs out at the end of that. So I think it's 17 for the day, maybe 18. So I'll just jog back to the car now and call it a day there. So there we are, 20 mile long run done. Pretty productive actually, it's quite a hot day. Did the first 3 miles with John in 6:08, and then another 2 miles with John in 6:08 again, I think it was. And then I went off by myself, did the first 2 miles in 5:54 and then 5:48. And then I did my 3 individual miles in 5:43, 5:37 and 5:38. Really nice to spin the legs at the end. So I got 20 miles done, very productive, about 2 hours and 17. It's a very hot day. So let's get in and recover and turn a really good session into a great session.
And then on Sunday, I wrapped up the week. I did 2 miles as a buggy run in the morning. And then later on, I made a cake for my wife's birthday. And I basically told myself that I can't have any until I go out and do another half an hour run. So that's what I did. So there we have it, another week ticked off. And I just want to talk through some of the stats on the screen and let you know some of my thoughts. Well, my mileage was 65.4 miles. Quite happy with that. The aim of the game is to get it into the high 60s, low 70s. So I will take that. I'm quite happy with it. Felt like a really productive week. My body weight before my long run on the Saturday morning was 67.8 kilos. That is coming down in the right direction. I want it to be in the 67s for a bit now before we might get it into the 66s. But I'm just going to see how I go. I don't want to go too light because I feel like I lose strength. So just playing that juggling game at the moment, but I'm happy with the way it's going. Strava Fitness, well, look at the state of it. It's 98. It was coming down, 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 and now it's shot back up. If you look at the 1 month chart, it looks ridiculous. But if you zoom out to the 6 months chart, it's moving in the right direction. And anecdotally, I would say that is true with how I'm feeling. My long run, that was 20 miles with 12 miles of really good volume in the middle of it. So quite happy with that. We're just going to keep doing 20, 20, 20 for the next couple of weeks, ready for the taper. And then injuries, absolutely nothing. This calf issue that I've had is sort of gone away in the last 2 weeks, but I'm not counting my chickens yet. I've got 5 weeks to go. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'm going to keep wearing my calf sleeves and I'm just going to see it out. I'm not going to take any risks with anything because I know it can come back like that. So that, my friends, wraps up the week. Another really successful week of training. I'm really, really happy with it. I'm really happy where I'm at fitness-wise, and I've just enjoyed the whole process. Got 5 weeks left to go, so there'll be 2 really big weeks now, and then we'll start to taper. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate your support. If you've got any comments, please leave them below. If you like this content, please do me a massive favor and like and subscribe to the channel. But in the meantime, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next one.